What is up, deep divers? Get ready, because today we are diving into some seriously unique relationship drama.
Oh, yeah. Unique is definitely a word for it. You guys sent us some wild stuff, but this one
really takes the cake.
Yeah.
We're looking at a Reddit thread, yeah. Straight from Urbo Updates.
That's the one. One of you flagged this story for us. It's about a user, her boyfriend, and Isle.
In a truly baffling case of disappearing hair scrunchies.
Scrunchies, exactly. Those fluffy little things, they just kept vanishing.
Right, like into thin air.
Uh-huh.
For this woman, it became this whole mystery, and we're going to break it all down.
Our mission, if you will, figure out what the heck was going on.
Yeah, see how the internet reacted, because you know they did.
Right.
And honestly, just try and process the sheer weirdness of it all.
Trust us, the ending. You are not going to see it coming.
Okay, so let's meet the OOP, original poster, Handsome Girly. This whole thing started around May 2nd last year.
Yep, she posted on R2 Hot Takes first. And basically, ever since she and her boyfriend Tim got official like a month before,
her scrunchies just started ghosting her, vanishing.
And the sheer scale of it is kind of wild from the start. She wasn't just missing one or two.
No way. She started with like over 20 scattered around her apartment.
And she was down to just six scrunchies left. And most of those were in her car.
Dude, that's not just losing them down the back of the sofa. That's like an organized scrunchie heist.
Pretty much. She had them everywhere, right? Bathroom, bedrooms, living room.
The car, yeah. It was like the Bermuda Triangle, but specifically for scrunchies.
Remember that detail about the drawer under the sink? Her scrunchie stash?
Oh, yeah. She had like her little Sunday ritual restocking it with 5 or so.
And now, just empty. It really shows it was, consistent. Something was actively taking them.
Totally. And she ran through the possibilities, right? It wasn't the dog.
Nope. Dog's apparently old, doesn't steal stuff. Plus, 14 scrunchies, that'd be a major vet issue.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And not a break-in, because nothing else was gone. She was also sure she wasn't just losing them herself.
Which is fair. Losing that many seems unlikely unless you're actively trying.
Right. And her friends had theories. One joked about a ferret boyfriend.
And another one joked about Tim building a shrine, which just shows how little sense it made.
Yeah, or maybe that Tim was testing her somehow, which is also kind of weird.
Definitely leans into strange relationship dynamics territory.
But the real kicker,
yeah,
Tim was apparently never, ever in her apartment alone.
So how were they disappearing without her noticing? It's bizarre.
Like a magic trick nobody asked for.
Yeah.
So her plan was just to ask him, casually, hey, see my scrunchies.
Yeah. But she did add that edit later saying some commenters were getting way too serious about it.
Oh, right. Guys, chill. It's just scrunchies. At first, anyway.
But she was thinking about maybe setting up a camera if he denied it. She wanted answers.
And she specifically said it wasn't just him tidying up weirdly. They were gone, vanished, poof.
Which leads us to the update.
Okay, so fast forward just one day, bam, update hits, RBO updates.
And the great scrunchy mystery, it gets solved.
And the answer is,
well,
let's just say nobody, and I mean nobody, had this on their bingo card.
Definitely not. So she recounts the conversation with Tim. Started off casual.
Yeah, just like, hey, any idea where all my scrunchies might have gone?
And Tim's first response, total deflection. Isn't there one on your nightstand?
Come on, dude. Weak. She knew instantly something was up. This whole vibe changed.
Yeah, she said her spidey sense was tingling. He got defensive.
So she pushed him. No, Tim, seriously, where are they?
And then he started trying to lie, right? First denial, then saying he accidentally took them.
Yeah, he put them on his wrist and forgot, which is just...
No, she called him out straight away. I have never seen you wear a scrunchie, Tim.
Then it gets really awkward. He apparently looks like he's going to cry.
Still denying it, saying, I don't know.
She had to raise her voice a bit to get him to finally crack.
And the truth, the truth was that Tim was using the scrunchies to masturbate.
Yikes. Yikes. With the scrunchies.
Yeah. And there was that specific detail about the first time. The ultra plush towel scrunchie.
Oh my God, yeah. After that makeout session where she said no to sex.
That's the one. That specific scrunchie tied to that moment.
Yeah.
It adds a layer.
A deeply weird layer. And his reason for continuing to take them?
Apparently, it felt better because it was yours.
Okay. Her response was cute, I guess, which is, wow. What else do you even say?
Right. I mean, he apologized, offered to buy her a lifetime supply of new scrunchies.
Yeah, but the damage was kind of done, wasn't it? She said, it's not malicious maybe, but it's still theft and super weird, broken trust.
Totally understandable reaction. So she asked for space, needed time to think, and he left.
End scene for Tim, at least for now. The internet? Oh, the internet was just getting started.
Of course. She followed up saying Tim would forever be known in her friend group chat as
The Scrunchy fucker. I mean, that nickname's going to stick.
It's memorable, you have to give it that. And then she shared, well, the list.
Oh, God, the list of ex-boyfriends. This was illuminating and terrifying.
Seriously. So first up, we had Bodies in the River guy.
Who apparently, casually talked about killing his family and coworkers. And mentioned bodies in the river. Red flag. I think so.
Just a bit. Then there was laxatives in your pasta guy.
Dude pressured her into dating him, then secretly put laxatives in her food to make her sick.
And pushed high nicotine vapes on her, claiming they were nicotine free. That's just malicious.
Totally. What is wrong with people? And the last one, squirrel guy.
Also known as left me behind in a mass shooting guy.
Yeah, his dad apparently degraded her for helping a squirrel, and then the guy just abandoned her during a mass shooting. Yikes.
It paints a picture, doesn't it, of her dating history? A very alarming picture.
No kidding. So compared to those guys, maybe Scrunchy Fucker wasn't the absolute worst, which is a sad thought.
Well, the Reddit comments certainly reflected that range. You had some practical, if sneaky, advice.
Yeah, like Low Balance 4404 suggesting she pretend the landlord was installing cameras.
Clever. And Hefty Betsy just went straight for revenge. Steal his underwear.
Huh. Fair's fair, maybe.
Yeah.
Then there was Dr. Flaley asking if Tim preferred her hair down.
Which, given the context, seems like a relevant question, actually.
True. And the jokes, obviously. Putting the crunchy into scrunchy. Oh, Reddit.
Never change. And lots of thanks a hat and people just urging her to break up with him.
Yeah, no surprise there. Someone apparently even called it just based on the title, which is impressive foresight.
But then you had that one comment, right? Saying that compared to the other exes.
That Tim seemed like a real catching comparison. Oh my God.
Setting the bar subterraneanly low there. It really throws your perspective, doesn't it?
It really does. Oh, and someone suggested she get a cat.
Of course they did. The universal internet solution.
Always. And her final thought on it was kind of funny, in a dark way, about her spidey sense.
Right. That is great when danger is like right there, but terrible beforehand.
Yeah, more of a, well, that just happened sensor than a warning system.
So wrapping this madness up.
Okay, so missing scrunchies. Seemed minor, maybe annoying.
Turned out to be the tip of a very, very weird iceberg.
Yeah, boyfriend confesses to some seriously out there behavior involving said scrunchies.
And the internet, predictably, had a field day.
I think the big takeaway here is just, wow. Something so small, so seemingly trivial.
Can uncover something truly bizarre and, frankly, unsettling about someone.
Totally unexpected. The resolution, the reactions, everything.
It really does highlight how unpredictable people and, well, relationships can be.
So we leave you with this thought. You've heard the Scrunchy saga. You've heard the horrifying backstory of other exes.
Does it make you think differently about weird little things? Like maybe that gut feeling, even about something small?
Yeah, maybe it's worth listening to, right? Even if the problem seems as tiny and fluffy as a missing scrunchie, what other weirdness could be hiding just under the surface?
Makes you wonder.